Hello, everybody. We're the McCain Brothers on location in Los Angeles with Lou Gossett Jr., the Academy Award-winning actor.
There's only two things come from Oklahoma. It's the McCain Brothers.
Yeah, somehow I knew he was going to say something else. But
no, but I heard something about you. There are two of you, aren't there?
That's right.
Wow, see, there are two of them.
Mom and Dad did not want to try it again.
Yeah.
After Butch, they said, look, we're not going to take another chance.
All right.
I've got a story to tell you.
Okay.
Okay? Several years ago, Lou Gossett did a movie on primetime television. Several years ago, you played a black sheriff.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Sure, it wasn't a white sheriff.
No, it was a black sheriff.
It would have been a little stretch, but I would have tried it.
Yeah.
You could have probably pulled it off. Anyway, I wrote Lou Gossett Jr. a letter. Told him how much I enjoyed his performance. He writes me a letter back, sends an autographed picture. I will never forget that.
How about that?
Well, you really care about the people who, your fans.
Well, look, people turn on that television, they go in their pockets and they stand online to see a movie, and then they get a chance to communicate with you one way or another. And if you don't do that, I've seen many stories where you start the sentence with whatever happened to. And part, I think, of the territory is, besides doing the scripts and doing the best part you know how, is what I'm doing here and answering those people. And you generate one another.
I remember that.
Tell
Was
their
years,
children about it.
That was years ago. I remember that.
Yeah.
Well,
Not too long. Was it too long?
Well, you're our new best friend, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Tell us, when people see you on the street, what's their first reaction to you? How do they recognize you? From what film?
When they see me on the street, the first thing they say is, "You got a little older than you was in Officer and Gentleman."
But that's the film
No,
they
yeah, but
recognize.
they remember Officer and Gentleman. Yeah.
What about Roots?
Roots, they don't remember, because that was a really gray-haired guy, but they know now.
Not Enemy Mine.
No, Enemy of Mine. One kid said, "Hey, I recognize you from Enemy of Mine."
Now you did that stretch with Dennis Quaid.
Yeah,
you
Dennis
did that
Quaid.
film with Dennis Quaid. Now, didn't you have to wear something on your eyes, and didn't
Yeah.
it hurt your eyes for
Yeah.
a few months?
Well, it was like a trial and error. If you have trial and error with 45, 50 pairs in one day of contact lenses, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
And of course, and then they were very sensitive, and that natural covering that your eye you're born with. If you do take after take inside of a studio with helicopter kind of pilot rotors, putting salt and plastic in your face, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Have you fully recovered? No problems?
Oh,
anymore?
there's just nothing wrong now.
No, are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong.
Tell us about Roots Christmas.
Roots Christmas is a very special thing, especially in the relationship, the enhancing of the relationship, which was beautiful to begin with, of Fiddler and Kunta Kinte. Also, the enhancement of the relationship of my friend and myself, LeVar and myself. We had a wonderful time working together this time. We had a good time last time, but he came out of USC and he was, he had a lot of work to do. This time, it was a special experience. And John Alonzo, a great DP, and Kevin Hooks, all this family, again. I think what you're going to see this time is as close to a Dickens film and story as we can get in America. So you can watch now Roots Christmas, and you can watch A Christmas Carol, and you get the same feeling. I think that's what's going to happen.
You've been an actor who's had such great success in theatrical releases and also in television. You've been able to go from the big screen to the small screen.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's been so?
Of course, I'll take any job that's offered to me. When you're working as an actor, television man says, "We got a job," I say yes. And the man has got a movie, I got a movie, I say yes too. That's what they call journeyman actors. You work where the work is. You just go and work.
I've often wondered this. You have a good experience with another actor. Let's say, for instance, Chuck Norris. I saw some of the interviews you did with Chuck Norris on the movie Firewalker. You guys certainly seem to have a good time making that film, yet the film goes out and it's released and it doesn't do that well. Do you think back, hey, maybe I didn't have such a good time working with him?
I had a wonderful time.
That doesn't change with what success that you've had at the box office.
Yeah, I call him Carlos. He lets me call him that.
Yeah.
And he lived right next door to me. The only thing I have to say about Chuck is in the morning when he woke me up by putting his foot through the wall.
Yeah, right.
He said, "Wake up."
Wake up, Lou.
But no, we had a wonderful time. I like that man and his family. His brother is the stunt man there, and I met his entire family, and I like him a lot.
We're Chuck Norris fans. Why wasn't that movie more successful?
He's from Oklahoma, isn't he?
Yeah, he was born in Oklahoma.
Yeah, Carlos is from Oklahoma, yeah.
Why wasn't that film more successful?
I don't know. I have a feeling one of the reasons is they were forced on it. They had a time schedule, and they had to cut it together quickly. What we shot, we saw in our dailies, looked like Raiders of the Lost Ark, but we didn't see it on the screen.
Now, does that happen from time to time? You make
yeah,
a film and you
yeah.
think, hey, this is really good, and then you go to the theater and see it, and you say, hey,
it seems
what
to me
happened?
that they should have given them more time to cut it together and be more specific and meticulous with their editing, and more time to put it, because the cut things that we saw were wonderful. But it always is the case. But this particular time, I think maybe Chuck would agree that it was a little bit, the deadline was a little bit too soon.
Have you had the opposite experience, that when you film something and you think, man, this is just not flowing the way it should, and then when you go to the theater and it's a great success?
Well, not quite that way. Yeah, and some in areas, but Officer and Gentleman, everybody knew that they had a good little film.
A good little film.
A good little film. It was a good film. It's going to make it, and then it's going to disappear. Nowhere in my system could I have realized the enormity of the success of Officer and Gentleman. That's one of the charms about making films. It's a crapshoot at the most, trying to guess what an audience is going to like and dislike. But you do your best. And I saw some of the dailies. I don't go to dailies anymore because there's no way to guess. You show up, you do the best you know how, each and every day, and let the man cut it together, and hope.
Yeah, that's a film that people go back and watch over and over and over again.
It's luck. It's luck. It's good work. We all prepared properly. We worked our butts off to do that. That's how it happens.
Lou Gossett Jr., thank you very much for joining us here on location.
Nice to meet you guys.
In Los Angeles. Best of luck to you.
Yeah. Oklahoma's cool. Oklahoma's really cool. Don't take it personally.
We'll be back right after these messages, so don't go away.